What is up, guys? LordRespawn here. Welcome to another Animal Crossing video. So we are about a week away from the massive content drop, version 2.0 of New Horizons, and one of the key features that we're going to talk about today that is coming in that content drop is the ability to enact ordinances on our islands. Now, this isn't a brand new feature to Animal Crossing. It was around in New Leaf. It was a very welcomed addition. I think a lot of people received this addition well, but again, it is not a brand new update. Flip side of that, if you are new to Animal Crossing, obviously this is going to be a new way to play, if you will, and it's exciting. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the 4 different ordinances that you can enact on your island and what each of them mean. They briefly showed it in the video, but we're going to talk about it. So what you're going to do is you're going to talk to Isabel, and you're going to pay her 20,000 bells to enact one of these 4 ordinances. You cannot have more than one running at the same time. You can cancel at any time. It is free, but it will cost you 20,000 bells every time that you enact one of these ordinances. I'm going to imagine that you're going to probably have to have a 5-star island or at least have terraforming unlocked in order to enact one of these ordinances. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but most of us, I would say 90% of us, if you're watching this video, probably have a 5-star island, or maybe not 5-star, but at least can terraform on your island, so it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. That being said, the 4 ordinances that you can enact are the Beautiful Island Ordinance, Early Bird, Night Owl, and Bell Boom. With that being said, let's start off with the Beautiful Island Ordinance. This is going to be basically, if you hate cleaning up and you want your island to look good and you don't want your island to be full of weeds, this is for you. If you time travel a lot, this is for you. Basically, your villagers are going to water plants, help everything grow, and make sure that things don't die. Hybrids will also appear more on your island, and the rate of weed growth is going to go down drastically. Time traveling is not going to have an effect on anything on the island, meaning weeds are not going to take over your island if you time travel. So if you're a time traveler and you do it a lot, then you might want to enact this ordinance because you don't want the weeds all over your island. The Early Bird Ordinance is basically for anybody who's up super early. Maybe they work later in the day and they have to play New Horizons earlier on in the day. This is going to allow you to shop at all the shops at whatever hour you're playing. Say you're playing at 7 a.m. Shops will be open. Also, it's going to enact your villagers to start walking around town, or the island, I should say, at a much earlier time. So a lot of us, if you work in the afternoon and you can only play early in the morning, you would not have the same experience as the other part of the fan base who plays at noon every day, who plays at 2, 3, 4 o'clock. Because the island is not acting that way. It's not acting the same way for a normal player than it is for somebody who had to play early in the morning prior. Now, obviously, you can change the time. You can time travel. But for those of you who don't want to do that time traveling stuff, this is for you. Again, it's going to allow Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters to open extra early and allow your villagers to roam around the town, hang out with you, interact with you at a much earlier time. On the contrary, we have the Night Owl Ordinance. This is literally just a flip side of the Early Bird. This is going to allow villagers to stay up later, and shops and all of that are going to stay open a few extra hours at the end of the day. This is going to be for somebody who has prior obligations earlier in the day. Maybe you're in school all day and you really don't have time to play, and by the time you get home, eat dinner, everything is closed. It's just not good. It's not a good look. So, Night Owl, this is for you if you're up late and you want things to stay open later, you want some extra time to potentially sell some turnips, this is for you. Enact that Night Owl Ordinance. And lastly, we have the Bell Boom Ordinance. This is my personal favorite because I love making bells. This is going to allow you to become a bellionaire, as I like to call it. And the reason for that is the Bell Boom Ordinance increases both the buy and sell prices of items, meaning that when you go and sell something, it's going to be at a 1.2% higher price than if you didn't have this ordinance in place. A nice little reference here is if you have your native fruit, sells for 100 bells. Under the Bell Boom Ordinance, it will sell for 120 bells. You do the math, this will literally pay for itself, because if you think about it, it's only 20K. If you're selling a lot of fish, you're selling a lot of different things, exotic items, whatever, this is going to easily pay for itself. Now, this does not impact your mortgages. It doesn't impact, different customization options like that. It doesn't impact things along those lines. All it impacts is things that you can buy in the shop or that you sell in the shop. So it is a very, very cool way to increase your income. Now, again, things are going to be more expensive because of this ordinance, but you'll be making so many more bells in the process that this is literally perfect for anyone trying to pay off their mortgage, anything like that, donate bells to their friends, whatever the case might be. This is the way to go. With that being said, that is a quick overview of all the ordinances coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons in version 2.0. Let me know in the comments which ordinance you plan on enacting first, and for more Animal Crossing content, keep it right here. I will catch you all on the next video. Later!